This episode is brought to you by Vital Farms. Isn't it bullshit to have to question where your food comes from? At Vital Farms, you can trace your pasture-raised eggs all the way back to the source, the pasture. On the side of each pasture-raised carton of eggs, you'll find the name of the farm where your eggs were laid. And when you look the farm up on their website, you'll get a peek at all the sunshine, fresh air, and open space the hens enjoy. Learn more and find out where to buy them at vitalfarms.com. Vital Farms, keeping it bullshit-free.
It's time to say goodbye to hold music and say hello to fast customer support with Service Cloud. With trusted AI and data working together, you can skip long wait times and deliver efficient, personalized service right away, all while keeping support costs low and more customers happy. Reimagine your customer support with the #1 AI CRM for service. Learn what's possible at salesforce.com/products/service.
This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 2566. What is debt settlement and how does it work? By James Lambridis of debtmd.com. And I'm your host and personal finance enthusiast, Diana Merriam. Welcome back to Optimal Finance Daily, where I'm here with you each and every day to read from some of the world's best finance blogs. So with that, let's get right to today's article as we optimize your life. What is debt settlement and how does it work? By James Lambridis of debtmd.com. In a nutshell, debt settlement organizations help you negotiate or settle your debt to creditors and debt collectors. Debt settlement can be a financial lifesaver if you've hit the limit on all your credit cards and find yourself getting deeper in debt. How does debt settlement work? When you decide to go the debt settlement route, a representative from the debt settlement company will work with your creditors to lower the debt you owe and help you get out of the red and back in the green. Your representative will create a debt settlement plan specifically for your situation. The goal is to resolve all your debt owed to credit card companies, medical facilities, and other debtors. Your outcome with the settlement should be less than the total amount you owe. Once the plan is created, you'll have a lump sum payment due each month. The debt settlement company typically asks you to transfer the money every month into an escrow-like account managed by a third party not affiliated with the debt settlement company until you reach the payoff amount that you and the creditor settled on. You'll probably be instructed to stop making monthly payments to the credit card companies, medical facilities, and any other debtor included in the debt settlement. Is debt settlement risk-free? While a debt settlement organization may be able to resolve one or more of your debts, there are still risks you need to consider. You should answer these 5 questions before you enroll in a plan. Number 1, will there be tax consequences for debt forgiveness? Depending on your situation, there may be tax consequences for debt forgiveness. If the creditor forgives a portion of your debt, that amount could be considered taxable income on your federal income taxes. You should consult with your tax accountant, advisor, or attorney to find out how debt settlement may affect your federal income tax. Number 2, will you be able to cover the monthly payment for 3 or more years? When you agree to a debt settlement plan, you're required to deposit money in an account for about 36 months or more until your debt is settled. Check your budget very carefully to see if you'll be financially capable of the monthly payments for the length of the plan before signing anything. If you think you'll have trouble making these payments, debt settlement may not be the best plan for you. Number 3, will you be able to settle all of your debt? Unfortunately, your creditors are not obligated to agree to a settlement of your debt to them. That said, there's a possibility that the debt settlement company may not be able to reach an agreement with some of your debts. For those debts you can't settle, you'll still be required to pay them each month regardless of your debt settlement plan. Number 4, how does this impact my credit rating or score? Your representative at the debt settlement organization may persuade you to stop sending payments directly to your creditors. You need to realize that this could have a damaging impact on your credit report and credit score. You may even continue to accrue late fees, higher interest rates, and penalties on the debt owed. Also, creditors and debt collectors may call to collect payment from you, although there are laws that prevent them from harassing you. And number 5, what fees will I incur working with a debt settlement company? Most debt settlement organizations are for-profit. Before you sign up with a debt settlement company, you need to ask what fees you will incur as the cost of doing business with them. Also, inquire if you'll be charged any fees for the savings account where you'll be transferring your monthly payment. What should you avoid when looking for a debt settlement company? When it comes to getting rid of debt, there's no shortage of scammers looking to make a buck off your desperation to be debt-free. You should stay away from any company that absolutely guarantees it can settle your debt. You should also avoid any debt settlement company if it neglects to inform you of the risks involved, bills any fees before it resolves your debts. By the way, this is prohibited under the FTC's telemarketing sales rule. Tells you that it can settle your debt for a guaranteed percentage reduction, such as 30 to 60% of the amount owed. Pushes a new government program to eliminate all your credit card debt. Promises it can make your debt go away or can be discharged for pennies on the dollar. Or tells you it can stop all debt collection calls. If it seems too good to be true, walk away. What should you expect from the debt settlement company? Before you enroll in a debt settlement service, the organization is required to provide you with the following information about the plan. Number 1, pricing and terms of services. The debt settlement company must reveal all fees and conditions of services. Number 2, offers to each creditor. The company must inform you how much money or the percentage of each outstanding debt you must save before an offer will be made to the credit card companies and debtors. Number 3, length of time before results are realized. The debt settlement company needs to tell you how many months or years it will take to get results before it will make an offer to each creditor for a settlement. And number 4, negative consequences of non-payment. If you're asked to stop making payments to your creditors, the debt settlement company must inform you of the potential negative consequences of stopping payments. This includes the negative impact on your credit report and credit score. You just listened to the post titled, "What is Debt Settlement and How Does It Work?" by James Lambridis of debtmd.com. Labor strikes, climate change, your beat-up office printer. What do they all have in common? Come on, it's all about the money. Economics is everywhere and everything, fueling our lives, even where we least expect it. If you're a fan of Optimal Finance Daily and are curious to learn something new and exciting about economics every week, I recommend you listen to the Planet Money podcast from NPR. Planet Money is a different kind of world where the complex economy actually makes sense, where human stories supersede abstract theories. For example, credit scores may sound complex, but Planet Money can give you simple tips so that you can make better financial decisions. And Planet Money also answers some of life's burning questions, like, will AI take over our jobs? And why are Christmas trees so darn expensive? The Planet Money team lives to tell a good story in around 30 minutes. It's econ for the rest of us. Tune in to Planet Money every week for entertaining stories and insights about how money shapes our world. Stories that can't be found anywhere else. Listen now to Planet Money from NPR, wherever you get your podcasts.
This episode is brought to you by Klaviyo, the platform that powers smarter digital relationships. With Klaviyo, you can activate all your customer data in real time, connect seamlessly with your customers across all channels, guide your marketing strategy with AI-powered insights, recommendations, and automated assistance. Deliver experiences that feel individually designed at scale and grow your business faster. Power smarter digital relationships with Klaviyo. Learn more at klaviyo.com/Spotify. That's KLAVIYO.com/Spotify.
If I was in a tough position with debt, I would work with a nonprofit credit counseling service before I would consider a debt settlement company that would require me to go delinquent on my debt. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau issued an article last year highlighting the dangers of working with debt settlement companies, also sometimes called debt relief or debt adjusting companies. debt settlement could leave you deeper in debt than you were when you started. Most debt settlement companies will ask you to stop paying your debts in order to get creditors to negotiate and to collect the funds required for a settlement. But some of your creditors may refuse to work with the company you chose. These settlement companies also charge expensive fees, and in many cases, they won't be able to settle all of your debts. If that happens, the built-up penalties and fees on the unsettled debt may wipe out any savings the company achieves on settled debts. Stopping payments on your debt and avoiding the collection calls as debt settlement companies will tell you to do will have a negative effect on your credit score and could result in the creditor or debt collector filing a lawsuit against you. An alternative to a debt settlement company is a nonprofit consumer credit counseling service. These nonprofits can attempt to work with you and your creditors to develop a debt management plan that you can afford. They usually will also help you develop a budget and provide other financial counseling. Check out the National Foundation for Credit Counseling. They're a nonprofit network of certified financial counselors that can help you come up with a plan and negotiate your debt. And that'll do it for this episode. Have a happy rest of your day, and I'll be back with you again tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.